I know, we need to start. We need to start today's vlog. Well, Friday, follow-up Friday. Should we start? Hello guys, welcome back to Follow-Up Friday. Bit of a change of scenery, hope you don't mind. And I needed to be a little bit further away from the camera because it's really weird. Like 2-3 mornings ago now, I woke up from this really intense dream. You know those ones where you feel like you are literally in the dream, and I was like running and fighting for something and crying and all that. Excuse you. Anyways, I woke up that morning and my eyes were so swollen. Nothing else, just like really as if I've been crying the whole night long type of swollen thing. Let's see if I can clip you here. So that was like a few days ago, and it doesn't seem to be moving. It doesn't seem to be shifting anywhere, and I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know, but I've taken antihistamines, and there's nothing that I did like the previous night or the previous day to think to make it like come up like this. Like it's usually dehydration or like salty diet or allergy to something, and that's all I can think of. It could be some sort of allergy, but long story short, this is why we are kind of further away and we are outside in the garden because it is Friday today. I've been working really hard all week and been feeling a little bit anxious and on the edge, so I thought right, today I need to just get outside, be in the garden, do some garden works, and that is my therapy. This is my therapy. I always feel so much better when the garden is back to normal, and it just helps me think and do things. Right, this dog, you need to calm down. See what is there? You know that. Stop it. I need to record a follow-up Friday, okay? You need to let me do that now. Good? Good. So, as I was saying, apart from all the phase drama, it has been very much of a get your head down week. All right. And yeah, so last week I think, or it was actually on Monday. Ugh, where is this ball? I need to just put it away and then we're done. No more, okay? Let mom do business here. Thank you. So, as I was saying, this week has been get your head down and get on with the concept design and like the beginning first stages of concept design. I spent Monday doing a very deep dive research on deli sort of retail solutions. What is Italian deli? Like what's on it? And I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm super experienced with wines and hams and all that sort of stuff. And obviously I've seen things like that around, but I just needed to do like a proper deep research visually and just concept wise to understand what it really was about. And it was really interesting and really good because I found loads of inspiration, and I kind of just gathered it all together in one messy brainstorm. Well, it was kind of like divided by sections where and what, but it was just like brain dump. This is what I found, this is what I like. I noted up each sort of image with like some thoughts about what I like, what I think could work, what maybe could work. And so it's very much like the rough beginning. So that was Monday. Safe to say I finished the day feeling very hungry for some wine and cheese and some meat and grapes and all sorts. I think that's going to be a theme for this project probably. But anyway, so that was Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and a little bit of yesterday I spent exploring the space, the floor plan, like how do we make this happen. I've done retail projects before, but not this type of retail. So we have most of it retail, and then we have this private dining experience kind of put onto it as well, and a little bit of coffee takeout, so like a bit of a coffee shop vibe as well going on. So there's like a lot to combine, and one of the main things from this brief is going to be to take the journey and take the experience that the customers that love the original site, setup, venue, shop, take that experience and basically not multiply it, but kind of scale it up a little bit, but don't take away from that original journey through and around the shop. It's more about walking around and reading the tags and looking at the specials and talking to the staff. So it's not like your usual grab, put it in a bag kind of grocery shop deli. So for me, that was really important to get that in there, and I had some ideas that I wanted to explore. So it was a lot of exploring, a lot of moving things around and seeing how everything affects everything else, and then obviously had to plug in the dining experience as well next to it. So that will be like a separate room, which will be open throughout the day, so people who just take a takeout coffee can sit down and maybe have a quick sandwich, pastry or something, and then go off. But then when there's a private dining event for up to 20 people, then that can be zoned off and it can be laid out for this sort of private dining experience. And then we have a click and collect option there as well, so needed to figure out how to put that into the plan, which was all very, very exciting, and I loved that. Like last week, I think I finished on Monday. Well, on Monday, I remember saying that I just wanted to get stuck in, and it's been a while since the last time I could really, really get stuck into a concept and develop something new, and this was definitely the week for that. So yeah, it was mostly that, and kind of still a little bit unsure about things. Like I talked about the PTSD in the last video, it's definitely was still lingering around, but as of an hour or two ago, I can confirm that a payment has been scheduled. We're getting paid, so it's officially official. That's like a sign for me. When I receive a payment, obviously I still need to actually seeing is believing, right? But for me, that is a sign that okay, we're going ahead. This is like happening. This is a real project. So yeah, that's good. It's nice to finish the week on a good note like that. But yeah, I think I don't know if there's been any like groundbreaking anything else. Oh no, yes, we've got an update on the office design project. They unfortunately went with someone else. Now, a bit of reflection on that. So, facts. I got the inquiry, managed to get through to the final 3, got an opportunity to go and see the site the following day, which meant traveling across the country, which I did. And it was kind of a gamble. But it was a gamble that I wanted to make, and an opportunity that I wanted to give a go and see what it comes of it, and unfortunately nothing came of it. But I did manage to get some feedback on why they didn't select me, why did they go with another designer. And by the sounds of it, it's not even another designer that they have gone with. They have gone with a fit-out company, which probably has a bit of an in-house design team, I'm guessing. I don't know, maybe not. But they have gone with them apparently because of the timescales and the fact that they are basically in a need for office now. Excuse me. Well, they have the office, but they are in need of like instant solutions. So like we talked about the desks and screens and chairs and desk chairs and all that. So I think from what I can understand, that was the official, or like the main reason why they did not go with me, which is good, and I accept that, and I appreciate the fact that the client took their time to even just reply to me and give me a bit more of an insight, because it matters. It makes a massive difference, and now I can understand it. I can have a closure on it. You know, that's now parked up, and we move on. And of course, I mentioned to the client, I said, if anything changes along the way, if you change your mind, or if any other new projects come along, they are a growing company. I think very quickly they will even outgrow this unit that they are currently in. So you never know. It could turn into something in the future. It's always good to keep your options open and keep the conversation going in this business, because you just never know. And even that person could maybe mention my company in other conversations with other people, and that could lead somewhere. So yeah, it kind of sucks that it didn't work out. It would have been lovely, but at the same time, I don't mind. And I think the fact that this new retail project deli is going ahead, it's kind of like evened out my anxiety a little bit. Well, a lot of it, to be honest. Yeah, so that was this week. I'm just feeling a little bit kind of zoned out. I think I took quite a few antihistamines, and that's given me a bit of a buzz. Oh. So yeah, that was this week. A good week, good ending to the week. I'm really happy that I received the confirmation about the scheduled payment for next week. I think that's now really like put my mind at ease, and I can just enjoy the weekend. It's my husband's birthday next week. We're doing a little surprise dinner with his family over the weekend, so I can like just enjoy and relax and kind of be more present rather than be in my head all the time. And yeah, and then we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully we can get on site. The contractor said he wants to go and do a proper site survey. At the moment I'm just working off of the plans that were done by the architect previously. So, you know, there will probably be some things that don't match up, but the majority of the space, the volume of the space and the shape, the proportions will be there. So I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, it's good, guys. I'm kind of just, now trying to process it all, and I think next week is going to be more upbeat, more energetic. But it's good. It's good. I'm so happy that I can be in this position, and after, these episodes being a little bit on the more more negative side, a more pessimistic side, I feel like I can start giving you some better content or more uplifting content, you know, not necessarily better but uplifting, and maybe if you find yourself, you know, in that position where it just feels like nothing's going forward, nothing's working out, and you're putting in so much work but nothing is coming of it, then hopefully this can be a little bit of a reminder that time passes, weeks go by, they do, and I understand it's hard when on a Friday one week and the next week on the Friday you are still in the same position, but you never know what's around the corner and you never know what's going to work out. It's worked out for me so far, and we're on a good kind of route for the next few months, because this project is going to keep me busy for sure. There's going to be a lot of things, and I'm excited to take you guys on that kind of behind the scenes journey. Oh, the vlog, I tried to vlog for a bit this week, but it's just I don't know if I can do it all at once. I'm going to try and capture some more maybe from next week. But yeah, it would be fun to show more of this project start to finish, but it's just a lot to think about when you have an actual project design and then think about the content. So we'll see how that turns out. So yeah, this has been Friday follow-up. This has been my week. How was yours? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sorry about the face if you can see the state of it. Hopefully next week we will look a bit more presentable. But yeah, that's it. Over and out. Happy weekend.